Go.
Welcome back, Monster and Taz podcast. We back on the scene, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Everybody good?
What's
Yes,
good? What's
sir.
good?
Okay, right now, up in the house with me, of course, my co-host, Taz,
What's good? What's good?
and all our very special guests. Let me introduce them. First of all, I gotta go with Bronx Baby. Say what's up.
You broke up. I didn't hear what you said. Okay. The one and only in the house. How everybody doing?
All right.
All right.
And Toe Lady.
What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling today?
All right.
All right. All right.
Of course, the thrill, the chill.
You know it. Chill in the house.
And of course, Bloody.
What's happening?
All right. Today's show is pretty much a subject, basically a slogan I've heard numerous of times. I said, let's do a show on what is defined as build a bitch. So, Bronx Baby, I want you to define for us exactly what build a bitch or build a nigga is.
Nice baby. He wants you to define what a build a bitch or build a nigga is.
Okay, a build a bitch or a build a nigga. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was muted. My bad. A build a bitch or a build a nigga is someone who basically you have to parent instead of love. Whether it be financially teaching them because they don't know how to. You got a lot of women that are building bitches because they may have jobs, but they don't know how to save money. They don't know how to build. They don't know how to take it to the next level. They don't know, you know what I'm saying, how to be looking for the next thing. So they'll build a bitch financially. You got bitches who are building bitches morally. They don't have no home training. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to conduct themselves. They always think going outside looking like a hole with, you know what I'm saying, half their cleavage and half their ass hanging out, you know what I'm saying, is the way to go. That bitch needs to be built morally. She's lacking. Wherever they're lacking at, male or female, and you have to build them up or show them or direct them in that way, it's usually a build a bitch. If you're a man who goes out and works 40, 50, 60 hours a week, I don't care if you're married or not. If your wife is not pulling in at least 20 to 30 a week, then she's a build a bitch because everything falls back on you. And if God forbid you get hurt, you get sick, anything happens to you, she cannot financially support you or, you know what I'm saying, pick up the slack. And for me, in any category, in any terms,
Okay.
the
Now
process, you
y'all
are
heard
building
what
it.
that is. Y'all heard what the
Uh-huh.
term
If
is.
you drive a
Okay.
BMW, but you go home to a rent controlled apartment, you a builder nigga.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, that's brutal. But that's what it is. So I'm gonna turn this to another female. I
You
want to
breaking
see
up.
what a build a nigga is. Toe lady,
Yo, yo.
what's your
I,
definition of what build a nigga is?
I, I guess it's all about what somebody really willing to put up with, or like figuring out if you equally yoked before you go into that thing. Because I don't mind if someone uh might need help in one area, but they got so many other areas together. Like sometimes being broken or hurt or wounded in an area will block something you need. And like, yeah, so if you come with most of the if you come with most of the dinner, I might have some meat cooking, but you got to come with the potatoes and the greens, and you know what I'm saying, you got to meet me more than halfway, because it's not just a 50-50 thing. It's like 120-120. If you come in with, great positive energy and resourcefulness, like, I can overlook the fact that you might need a little help trying to learn how to budget and save. Like I could work with most of the platter, but don't come like arms and hands and everything open. Like I'm not gonna keep pouring into something I'm not getting out of.
Okay. All right, Bloody. Your definition of to you what build a bitch is. You there, Bloody? Okay, I'm gonna direct it to Chill. Your definition of what build a bitch is.
Well, if I got to build a bitch, basically she's not willing to do nothing for herself. So, she's not really bringing nothing to the table. So that's my theory. If you can't bring anything to the table, or if you have no ambition, are willing to do better, and I got to try to build you, that don't mean that you could be buildable. I might be throwing myself into a unbuildable cause. So, I can't see that being an issue. So if I deal with a woman and we got good chemistry, everything's going good, I don't mind helping out to get you where you may want to be. She may not, because some people don't get, unfortunately, the home training and the education to know how to do some things. So, like I said, there's gonna be some people that need some help in that area. But if they bring to the table the other qualities, you know what I'm saying, that relationship requires, then I don't mind, you know, helping you or educating you on what we got to do together to make our life, good. 'Cause like Ron saying, you got to be able to know how to save, say build your own future, because you can't be going into life broke forever. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be that type of
Okay.
people.
Okay. Now, Taz,
Yes, sir.
I know you gonna say a mouthful.
Well,
What is your definition of? I'm gonna ask you this way: what pisses you most off about a build a bitch?
well, when it comes to like, builder bitches, it's like it's they so needy, and like Toe Bunny said, I don't mind helping out because we had discussed on several shows how how when it come to guys having sucker moments and shit like that, and we trying to help the right girl, help a certain female out, and then she taking advantage of us and shit, and ain't doing nothing but opening our noses up and shit like that, you know. But basically, when it come down to a build a bitch, it's just she's just too much. It's too much hand holding, if that makes any sense with her. Me myself personally, after a while, I had to reevaluate the kind of females I had in my life, where they had ambition, or some of them had ambition to do what they need to do in life to progress themselves, but they was too lazy to follow through. Or then, on the other side of the spectrum, I had females that just didn't want to do shit, but just the basic shit like get high and drunk and all that other crazy shit. But, that's basically, what the build a bitch term comes from. It's just us trying to push this female to do XYZ to get herself going where she need to go. It's crazy to me.
Okay. I'm gonna reiterate what I don't like about a build a bitch. Because the first thing I don't like about a build a bitch is why I gotta help you do everything. And when it comes to everything, if I feel like you should have learned this by the time you was in the 9th grade, I'm gonna be looking like something might be wrong with you. Seriously. Because sometimes people will hook up with people and they don't find out until later, hey, No, she ain't wrapped too tight.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Absolutely.
Or
I'm
maybe
a
she told you she wasn't wrapped too tight and you just didn't believe her.
I mean,
no,
that's
no, no. If somebody tell me that they ain't wrapped too tight, I'll be the first one to admit. Look, tell me everything. Do I have to worry about when I go to sleep at night? I'm gonna wake up because if I gotta feel
I'm
like
very
that, I don't need
upfront.
to be with you. I can't deal with the crazy ones. For some reason, I attract the crazy ones, but I ain't trying to deal with no more crazy ones. Them crazy ones gotta go.
I'd rather deal with a crazy than a builder bitch. To tell you the truth.
well. What?
Dead
If,
ass.
well, what if it's a two
I
for
could take
one?
a little bit of
Why?
crazy.
Why?
I could
Why?
take a little bit of crazy because a little bit of crazy, you know what I'm saying, is care and concern and love. Okay, that's a little bit of crazy. But a builder bitch, like you said, you gotta hold her hand, do everything for her. The bitch basically can't figure out how to wipe her ass if you don't hand her the toilet paper. Oh no, no, I can't. I can't. I gotta have something to work with. I can't
Question.
stand somebody who chooses to use 3-syllable words and don't know what they mean,
I got a
or they
question
use them
behind
in the
that.
wrong context.
Can I?
That's
Can
a
I?
builder nigga. You gotta build vocabulary.
Can I question that though?
Of course.
Listen, guys have a tolerance level when they come to crazy. Am I right, monster, or what? Come on now.
Super. Okay.
Come on now.
Super, and I do mean super mild crazy. Mild, very mild. Like, hey, when you go there, I can say something and you calm down and chill and you ain't flipping out. But if you go crazy to the point where you start stomping your legs and doing something like you about to stab somebody, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can't
Or
deal with
raise
you.
hell. Like who in here believes that shit is really necessary? Like
The loud
I like
drama queens.
I like sassy. Don't get me wrong. Sassy is sexy. You sticking up for yourself, and you ain't taking my shit, but you smirking behind it, and you just you doing a neck turn. Yeah, I mean that's sexy. But when you just raising motherfucking hell, that's just intolerable. Like
And that goes for both sexes. Because there are men like that
absolutely,
too. That all they know is anger, and all they do is raise hell about every fucking thing. It's like, my nigga, don't your mouth get tired? Don't you get tired of being angry at all? Ever? Don't sometimes your mind just say fuck it and let it go? Because I do believe a lot of people don't weigh the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? If she's
yeah,
a slightly builder bitch, if she's a slight builder bitch, you know what I'm saying? Where her good outweighs her bad, then yeah, you might be able to build her up. You understand what I'm saying? If she
yeah,
got a good job, you understand what I'm saying? Her credit's messed up because of student loans or something like that, but she know how to save and she's working on it. You understand what I'm saying? You can build
yeah.
with somebody like that.
You gotta
You
want
understand
it
what I'm
though.
saying?
You
If
gotta
she in the
want it.
projects and she just content with, you know what I'm saying, working 15 hours a week so she can keep her benefits and her Section 8 and her motherfucking food stamps, then that's a builder bitch. You need to leave that bitch to where the fuck she at.
You know
Unless she
what?
ain't trying to have nothing else.
You know what? Can I say one thing? Now, I was with somebody where she did get up and go to work every day. She did what she needed to do. But catering to what we talking about, how a little bit of, flying off the handle and build a bitch. So we'll incorporate that with this story in 1 and 2. I mentioned to her like what she was doing, she could do so much better. And I can help her. Now, I'm not wise with words all like that, but I did put it to it in a subtle way. Man, she flipped out. Oh, you making it seem like you better than me. This and that. I said, I didn't say that shit. I just said you better than what you doing. And I don't want to go into details of what she was doing, but I can't stand walking on eggshells crazy. You got to speak to somebody and you got to walk on eggshells, and they that motherfucking crazy. They flip out on your ass.
Yeah, there are people like that.
Chill.
Hmm.
What's the worst thing that really will make you say, you know what? I cannot deal with you. You are such a builder bitch. I don't even want to be around you.
I don't like dealing a lot of mouth. So if you a hellraiser, then you ain't for me.
I can't deal with that. Mm-mm. Like you saying, if I got like just like pretty much Taz was saying, if I got walk on eggshells, everything I say, I gotta scrutinize before I say it, or it's gonna set you off. I can't do that. Mm-mm. Uh, I, I'd rather build you up than deal with that mess.
Mhm.
Heck, no, I can't do that. Mm-mm. The mouthiness drive me crazy. I don't like the mouthiness crap.
Okay, can I challenge that?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yes,
Here
ma'am.
Uh-oh.
we go.
As
Here
the
we go.
mouth of the North, let me challenge that.
Here we
Because
go.
hold up,
Bronx
Here
in
we
the
go.
building.
you heard me. There's a lot of people who would say that they would call me a little mouthy, but I feel like there's a cause and effect for every Newton's law of theory. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I get mouthy when you get disrespectful. When you start doing shit that is out of the norm or that is uncharacteristic or unbecoming to a relationship, oh, I'm gonna be mouthy than a motherfucker.
Oh, I understand that's
And men
circumstance.
choose not to want to take accountability for the fact that women get mouthy when you do shit to make us that way.
Well,
Right,
well,
right.
well. In his
But
defense, he did say, that it's a walking on eggshell thing. So basically, he's saying in the sense that hey, I mentioned something to you, you take it the wrong way, and you mouthy about it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if I pissed you off, to the point where it was just disrespectful, like you said, then I would see you getting defensive and mouthy. But if you're gonna get mouthy because I said something in a context where it wasn't meant to be really disrespect, it might have offended you, but it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
disrespectful, and you flip out. How do you feel about that?
Okay, like what you were saying, like you told Shorty that she could do better, but you know what I'm saying, or she could be better than where she is. True, depending on how you may have said that, yeah, some women's gonna take no matter how you say it, she might get a little bit miffed, but there are certain ways you could say that she's gonna take it like for real. You
well, I
understand what I'm
think
saying? Okay, for me, I'm a CNA. I do home care. I do health home care in home with people privately. I've been told numerous times I should be an RN or LPN or something to that effect. And it's nice to hear it, but it's also in your delivery. Because if you tell me I'm not doing good enough, I could do better, or I could make more money if I decided to do this and this, that, and the third, I'm gonna challenge you every fucking step of the way. Because at the end of the day, you don't understand what I do and how I do it or why I do it.
right. Well, my version of mouthiness. Let me give you a crazy example. You get up in the morning, you cooking breakfast. You go to the bathroom, you forget the eggs on the stove, shit burning. The lady come in and say, "What the fuck, motherfucker? How you burn shit up? What the fuck you doing? You
That's
don't know how to cook,
disrespectful.
Burn
motherfucker.
my shit up.
Burn shit up, motherfucker. What the fuck wrong with you?" Now that's
Shit,
mouthy.
there's men
I'm
like
like,
that too.
I'm like, okay, you could have said, hey, what's going on in there? Did burn something? It could have been a simple transaction, but you had to go crazy on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my theory. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I can understand that because that kind of speaks back to what I was saying about there's some men out there like that too. If you put your cup on the stove as opposed to put it on the counter, he got something to say. Does it matter to you where I put my motherfucking cup down at, my nigga? I'm hungry.
So
If
like,
I rest it on top of the stove for a couple of seconds while I'm in the kitchen as opposed to put it on the counter, why do I gotta get the side eye? Why do I gotta get lectured or talked to? You understand? Like I'm a fucking child. I'm
Right,
a
right.
whole grown ass person. If I choose to put my cup where I want to put my cup, then what the fuck is it your business? But there's some people that they just need that much control that they just have to find something. And my thing is, weigh your motherfucking good in your bag. Pick and choose your battle. Because my nigga, if this bitch is holding you down and she's supporting you, let that hoe put her cup wherever the fuck she wants to.
Yeah,
If
I
you ain't
agree.
having to build this bitch, let her put her cup wherever the fuck she wants to.
Yeah, some arguments are just better off not being made. Like for me, if I see something, I'm just gonna hold my tongue on this one. You know what I'm saying? Even if I got frustrated, sometimes it ain't worth arguing over.
hold up. I gotta jump in on that one right there. Hold on. This is something that I'm gonna say that maybe females know, but most of the time what you saying about Chill, most of the time guys won't say nothing
Mhm.
because 9 out of 10 we already know no matter what, even if she wrong, she's never gonna admit she wrong.
Mm, mm.
So why even argue with her?
You're dealing with the wrong kind of person if you can't admit to your faults or have self-correction. Because that's where all this stems from. We live in an age where everybody think that telling you got a booger in your nose is checking you and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody wasn't so damn sensitive about what somebody had to say, and if everybody didn't feel like they had the placement to speak on somebody else's situation, because even if you're dating somebody, it might not be a good time. They might be thinking, damn, I do think I could do better, but I just don't know where to start. And then here you come along like, this shit ain't for you. You could do much better. I'm a flip. This ain't your life.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't your boat to drive. It just
Because
depends
men
on
sure
where
as hell
you
don't
are.
want women doing that.
Mm-hmm. Because
I've sure as hell heard your comment on that a couple of times.
we
Hold
live
on.
in.
I actually was with somebody and I was working a lower paying job and they pretty much motivated me to get a higher paying job. And I didn't take it personally or anything because I had been trying and I just so happened to apply to somewhere that actually hired me and paid me a very good wage.
But how did she motivate you?
Yeah, she motivated you to do that. But it might have been something that you were already putting in a placement and you needed that push, that extra support.
I was already on it. I just wasn't getting lucky. And I had put out another batch of resumes, and when I'm hit, they called me back and I got the job.
But can I ask you a question though? Was her motivation for you to get a better job? Was it a hidden ulterior motive on her behalf to, collect a couple dollars from you? I'm just asking.
Can y'all see my picture?
Yeah. Yep.
What do you think the answer is?
You solo dolo. Right.
Put my phone. Oh.
Do I really need to answer that?
No. Somebody gone.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I mean, because
that was the only thing that she did do that pissed me off because she was acting like I wasn't on it, and I was on it. And then when I got the job and was working the crazy hours, she got mad at me.
Twist of fate.
How you get mad at me because I'm working to the point where it's a new job and everybody knows where you're doing a factory job that's manual labor, it takes time to adjust to it. And she was mad because I didn't want to kick it all like that because I'm sore. I'm tired.
Not only that, though, I done seen married couples. The husband don't necessarily have the greatest paying job. He did what he could to raise the family. And then the woman, now the kids to a point where they don't need her every day. And she levels up. She go get, a new degree or go back to school. And now he feels inferior because my wife is beautiful and she out here with guys that could really afford to date her or, just things of that nature. So
if he's married and his girl went back to college and did something like that, he should applaud that because she want to bring more income to the house because he's not doing it. Because sometimes as a guy, if your girl is really doing it like that, making the money, there's nothing wrong with being a house husband.
I don't feel it is either. I mean, but it's definitely a balance.
But like I said, that falls along the line of building niggas. Especially when he won't do it, won't even try.
Oh no, you got to be on the pavement trying to get a job. You can't just be, oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna take care of the kids. Hell no. I ain't now. You don't need to be out.
Ain't nothing wrong if you have to do that for a small time, but get yourself motivated to get back out there and get that money.
If you sit down, you better go to work from home job while you taking care of them kids.
Yeah.
Something is always better than nothing.
Yes, Lord.
I got a question. can it, and this could go to anybody. When somebody, when your significant other is trying to motivate you to,
I know it's a little cold, Miss Sarah. I'm sorry.
when they trying to motivate you to step your game up as far as your job and stuff like that, can you take constructive criticism as an individual from them?
I absolutely can, because that's giving the relationship space to grow. Like, what are we doing this for if I can't tell you, hey, your delivery is not really attracting the customers that you would like, or the way you doing that is you working against yourself. This is an easier way. Like, constructive criticism when you in a relationship with somebody is, you have to have that. Like, what are we can't be friends, so you just gonna judge me at everything I do, and everything you don't like you gonna hate? Like, nah.
We got 4 minutes remaining.
For me, it depends on the delivery. I don't have no problem taking constructive criticism, but if your constructive criticism comes with calling me dumb or telling me I'm not doing this right or cursing and yelling and hollering and all that other extra shit, I'm gonna shut down on your ass ASAP Rocky. I no longer hear shit. It's because you sound like the fucking teacher from Charlie Brown in the fucking Wonka factory. Wonk, 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 wonk. I don't hear shit you got to say. I'm tuning you the fuck out, put you on blah, 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 blah. Because you're going to talk to me the way I talk to you. If I have something to say to you, I'm going to think about it and I'm going to come at you in a respectful, you understand what I'm saying, manner, with facts, you understand what I'm saying, with, backing up what I got to say. And I'm going to say it in a nice manner so that you hear me. Most people don't understand it's not what you say, it's your delivery and your tone. Because if
Absolutely.
you're coming at me, like, you know what I'm saying, like you want to fight, guess what? I'm ready to fight now. I'm no longer willing to talk. I want to fight. So it's not just, having a constructive criticism. It's constructive criticism with the correct delivery and the correct tone, the correct attitude.
All right,
Get
we
what
got
you
a
give.
short time here. So on the way out, I want everybody to give a very quick reason why, no matter how much a builder nigga or builder bitch is, even if you really in love with them, they ain't gonna make it. Go ahead, Taz.
Well, just evaluating what everybody said, and the questions that was asked. When it comes to it, so basically, you're saying, what's my reflection, right?
Why they don't stand a chance?
Why they don't stand a chance? Well, first of all, it's too late in the game. I'm too old right now to be in the category of building a bitch. So if you not a boss, you're not on being a boss, then I don't have time for you. And when it comes to a relationship, and that, if I was looking for that.
All right, tell lady quickly, what's your reason why a builder nigga don't stand a chance?
Definitely agree with Taz. Like, it's too late in the game. I've never been married, and when I do it, I want to do it one time, and that's gonna be the end of that. Till lifetimes us part. So it's certain things I will and won't accept. I'm willing to work with you, but I ain't willing to spend no years on building nobody.
Okay. Chill quickly. What's your response to the question?
Yeah, I'm not with the building thing, but I could definitely remodel you though a little bit.
Okay.
That was a good ass answer though.
Bronx baby, why a builder nigga don't stand a fucking chance?
Because like Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall and cracked, I ain't got the men to rebuild your black ass. Secondly, if you're gonna fuck up, nigga, fuck up. Fuck a bitch that's better than me. Fuck a bitch that when I look at her, I'm be like, you know what? I can't even be mad at you for fucking with this hoe. Cause she's on that level. If you're not fucking with a bitch that's on an upper level, then you fucking up. And anybody got no time for that in 2023. Elevate or dissipate.
I like that.
That's solid.
That was
All
tough.
right. Monster. My build a bitch why she don't stand a chance is because you know what? When I spell bullshit, like you behind the 8 ball in the crunch, and I have to depend on you, and I know you can't do it, I don't need to be with you. Flat out. I don't need to be with you. And this end of the show. I'm Monster. I want to get a shout out to everybody that came up in here with us. Brian, to give us a quick shout.
Hey, no building bitches in 2023.
Told lady.
Y'all have a great day now.
Chill.
Yeah. We gonna build it. Don't build it on those stilts. Yeah.
My co-host Taz, hit him.
Yeah, buddy. Like, share, subscribe.